That's why I'm putting Reese's in my mouth.
Hey guys, it's Perry Angela at BluebonnetLove.com. Today is Tuesday, April 7th, 2015, and Kathy and I are on our next Bluebonnet Frolic. We were going to do a hangout video for you guys this morning, but we were running behind schedule, so you guys are getting us in action on the road. We are on Highway 281 headed towards Marble Falls. Today is when we're doing a location scouting job for a company out of Florida, and this is when we get to use the drone. Yeehaw! All right, now Kathy has promised she'd keep her eyes on the road, so if you guys see her look over here, make sure you fuss at her. But anyhow, guys, it is go, go, go status to Texas Hill Country, for Texas Hill Country Bluebonnets. We're north of Blanco right now. So when I drove this last week, I would say on Highway 281, as you're headed north out of San Antonio, that the Bluebonnets don't get really nice until at least north of Highway 290, where it intersects with Highway 281 just south of Johnson City. And then once you are north of Johnson City on your way to Marble Falls, they get pretty, and they're pretty north of Marble Falls as well. So you guys excuse the bump in the, we also need to turn the radio off. Excuse the bump in the video because I'm using a selfie stick to make this recording. So it should be less bumpy than it was if I put it on the dashboard. So anyhow, yesterday we went to Schaefer Bend Recreation Area and Turkey Bend Recreation Area. These are parks that are part of the Lower Colorado River Authority, LCRA, and it was great. Kathy, don't you think so? Keep your eyes on the road as the 18-wheelers. Yeah, she won't look because there's 18-wheelers coming down this road really fast. So we took FM 1431 east out of Marble Falls. It is gorgeous. That was the only road we've done in the hill country other than Highway 281. Stunning. Roadside bluebonnets, and then when you pop over some of those hills, you get those mesas that are classic Texas Hill Country landscapes. We went to Schaefer Bend Recreation Area. It's south of FM 1431. It's off of 1431 on County Road 343A. A follower, Alan Burney, I've misspoke his name a couple of times in some of the videos I made, so I apologize for that. He turned us on to this park. All right, in Schaefer Bend, it's just a small area where the Bluebonnets are, but they are in classic Texas Hill Country features. Would you not agree, Kathy?
I agree. Gorgeous. Yes. Absolutely gorgeous.
There's a part where you come up on the hill and you have a sweeping vista of the Texas Hill Country, and there are live oak trees, there are limestone boulders, there are prickly pear cactus, and blooming yuccas. I don't think I've ever seen so many blooming yucca plants.
It was on a hillside.
On a hillside. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So, but it's just a small part of the park, so it's worth the $5 entry fee per person if you're looking for that classic Texas Hill Country landscape and stuff. Then we took a spin to Turkey Bend Recreation Area, which was further east on FM 1431, about midway on FM 1431 between Marble Falls and Cedar Park. It's located off of Shaw Drive, south of FM 1431, and we've had lots of reports on this field in the past seasons, and it's real nice. I would say it's still kind of a little early.
I think so.
I'd give them a few more days, or they'll definitely be nice this weekend. And it's a different kind of field than Schaefer Bend or Muleshoe in the sense that it does have grassy spots in between. It does spread out all along the Colorado River, but that's got a really nice view of the Colorado River in that area. So it's a really sweet field and park as well. So once again, with all LCRA recreation areas, you do have to pay the $5 per person fee for the car. It's not per car, it's per person. And then kids like under 13 are free, and senior citizens over 65 or something like that are like only $2. I don't know if the LCRA has a pass, kind of like the Texas Parks and Wildlife. So, ooh, girl, stay in between the lines. She's over here getting the shimmy. So Yeah, nice place. Also, last week on Thursday, the 2nd of April, I went to Muleshoe Bend. Guys, OMG. It's just about it. Yeah, it's as big as it was last year. There's a few spots closer to the campsites and stuff there's a little more grass before the Bluebonnet starts. But it's, oh my God, biggest field that I know of, that we know of in the state of Texas. It's OMG. It's worth the airfare. It's worth the drive, regardless of where you're coming in from. You will smell that field before you ever lay eyes on it too. It rolled down the windows as you're driving down the dirt road to the place, and you will smell the field. Also, let you guys know, this is the first, well, we kind of announced it, but it was the wrong dates. We are going to have a meet and greet in Muleshoe Bend Recreation Area for any of our followers that will, okay, the car's going, we're going up the hill now on the way to Johnson City. And, oh man, my seatbelt just got really tight too. I'm like, oh, I'm strapped in. Anyhow, we're going to have a meet and greet the weekend of April 17th and 18th. We've made campground reservations in that park. So campsite number 14, it fronts right there where the big part of the Bluebonnet field is. We'll set up camp, have some shade and stuff like that. And you guys can come on in and say hi. We'll have the t-shirts for sale and stuff because, you know, I always need my airfare home. Anyhow, so we would say, Kathy, what do you think about the Texas Hill Country so far? We've barely driven it.
We haven't gone that far, and let me tell you, the Bluebonnets are very thick.
Yeah.
The roads. Right now, we're looking at a mixture of the paintbrush.
Exactly.
I don't know what the yellow flowers are.
Looks like the daisies.
Yeah.
It's not bastard cabbage, I can tell you that much. They're along the roadside, the medians. You know, there will be spots where they're not as thick as they have been in the past, but the roads that we drove so far, FM 1431, it did have them. Yeah, it was nice. And we went, like I said, we went about halfway to Turkey Bend, so we can guarantee you it's a gorgeous Bluebonnet show from east of Marble Falls to about halfway where you turn off for Turkey Bend Recreation Area. How it is from Cedar Park to that same point, we don't know, but I don't see any reason why it wouldn't look the same. So those of you coming in from the Austin, Round Rock, Pflugerville, and Georgetown, Cedar Park areas, hey, chime in, let us know how it's looking from that end of the road as well. We got some pictures of FM 16 South Atlanta until you go just a little bit past, I think it was FM 962. Actually, that was Highway 16 out of Atlanta, going south as if you're going, on your way to Fredericksburg. We got some pictures, and there was one sweet bend in the road, man, where, what was her name? Donna Corals was her last name. Donna Hines Corals. She got some gorgeous photographs. We uploaded those. We uploaded her album on our Facebook page, Texas Bluebonnet Sightings. So, with this video in the update, we will put the link to our Bluebonnet Frolic page on the website. We are once again Instagramming our photos out to be embedded on the map, and I've already shot some videos and uploaded them to YouTube and made a playlist for Schaefer Bend Recreation Area and Muleshoe Bend Recreation Area. That's a tongue twister. Ooh, man, nice field of purple prairie verbena on the right-hand side, just as we're coming into Johnson City. So those of you coming in from Austin off of Highway 290 and then taking 281 up to Johnson City, watch it on the east side, the Austin side of the road. It was gorgeous. Yeah, we just crossed the city limits for Johnson City, so it's right outside there. Also, we're going past, we would spin the camera around, but it'll make you ill, so I know better than to show you guys what's going on. There's also a really nice Bluebonnet field that you could go into. We just saw it on the right hand side, so the east side of the road, just after you go past the Johnson City limits sign. We did get a report that the LBJ Historical Park, that they didn't really have any Bluebonnets. Those of you who know it, that's on Highway 290 on the way to Fredericksburg. And you guys always know that Wild Seed Farms always plants Bluebonnets for you guys to stop by and see them as well. We have not seen any reports on Highway 290 from Johnson City to Fredericksburg, so we're unfamiliar with that status. So follow us on our Bluebonnet Frolic page on the website, bluebonnetlove.com. We'll put a link to that actual page when we upload this video on our Facebook, and it will broadcast out on our Twitter and our YouTube as well. For those of you wanting to go to the Brenham area, we're hearing very mixed reports on Brenham bluebonnets. So make sure you check the Brenham Visitor Center's website and make note of the roads that they're telling you guys to try out. I've gotten reports from people saying they drove 400 miles and saw absolutely nothing. And I don't think it was because they were early, because there should have been something on the ground. So I don't think things are on the obvious roads from past seasons. We did have a report on the Whitehall field. Only if you're in the area, stop by that one, but otherwise I don't think. It's got a lot of Indian paintbrush in it, which is still beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's not like it has been in past seasons. And someone who does live in that area and regularly sends us reports, she said that she was very surprised by the lack of blooms in the Washington County Independence Brenham area. Sounds like people have been getting their pictures in the Chapel Hill Highway 290 Northfield, the one that's next to that rustic furniture store. But we would be, and guys on our Facebook page, it is really hard to keep the reports organized. I'm going to try putting out an update telling people to chime in anything they know in the Brenham area and to keep the thread discussion to only the Brenham area. But man, y'all are like herding cats. And it's I tried this before in the past and it just did not work. So anyhow, DFW people, we think it's time for y'all to get out in the car and go ahead and start looking for bluebonnets. We've gotten reports of them popping up and stuff like that. So instead of y'all waiting on us, we are not going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area until April 24th. We switched around our travel plans because Muleshoe blew up sooner than we expected. So we flip-flop when we're coming into Ennis and coming into DFW. So we're going to need people on the ground, boots on the ground, y'all. Get in the car, start driving around, make the reports, all right? So those of you who keep asking us, sounds like a scouting trip is in your near future. And be sure to pay it forward and let us all know where everything's going on. Heard that the the JCP, dang, let me get this right. I heard that the JC Penney field in Plano is beginning to bloom, but it was still very early and could possibly be sparse. So we'll see how that one's doing. Did get a report on the flower mound of a little patch on the side of the road. You can take kid-friendly photos. So that lets me know that bluebonnets are lighting up DFW now. So check out Cedar Hill State Park, which is like in the middle, south of, what is that, Interstate 20? I don't know DFW as well as I know other parts of Texas. And then I'm trying to think, oh, there's Bluebonnet Hill, and is that Highway 76 between Wiley, just south of Wiley? And I do not know how to say the name of this town. It's spelled S-A-C-H-S-E, so I think it's Sache? I'm not sure. So if someone can give me the pronunciation, Dennis, aka Flying DJ, if you could correct me on that one too. Kathy, so what kind of photos did you get last night? She got some sunset shots. Schaefer Bend Recreation Area. Sweet, sweet spot for some sunset shots because you get that sweeping vista of the Texas Hill Country. We will be in Muleshoe today.
Turkey Bend also, sunset.
Yeah, but you don't get with the river in it. I agree, but I like Schaefer Bend better because then you get the vistas of, you get that sweeping view of the Texas Hill Country, y'all, with mesas and everything in the background. But today, when we meet up with the company that's hired us to do location scouting for them, we will be in Muleshoe Bend Recreation Area, and we will be shooting with a drone. Well, we won't, but we'll be there. And we get to see the video, so we're looking to have a really fun time in the Muleshoe Bend area. We don't know we haven't heard very many status updates for the southwest of San Antonio area. One person sent us photos of the Kinney Road Indian paintbrush field there and said that it looked like the bluebonnets were starting to seed and dry up a little bit. So go out there with a word of caution. I don't know how the heat's been or how the wind's been. Also, that huge OMG field off of Natalia, in Natalia, off of County Road 6722, which is just east of Interstate 35 at the Natalia exit. OMG field. Go to our YouTube video and look, our YouTube channel, and look at the videos we took on that field. It was a 4.5 minute long video of me shooting through the sunroof to capture the entire field. So that tells you just how long that field was. It was sweet. Oh, I forgot to call those people. Anyhow, so Austin area, seeing videos for Cedar Park, Brushy Creek Lake Park, off of Palmer Lane, there by Avery Ranch in the Brushy Creek area. Whoa, that car looked like he was crossing over. That big old camper. Sorry, guys. She's driving the inside lane. That drives me crazy. Anyhow, so Austin area. Oh, also I think Old Settlers Park in Round Rock off of Highway 79 near the Del Diamond. I think that's blooming nicely now. I think I saw a photograph from that one. Also, for those of you on Facebook, remember when you post to Texas Bluebonnet Sightings Facebook page, you must include a main road, crossroad, and nearest town in your report with your photo, or we're going to delete them. Sorry guys, it gets very chaotic on that page, and if you don't give that information, everyone just starts asking where it's located. Okay, for those pretty photos of in the bluebonnets, pictures of your kids, your dogs, your motorcycles, your Jeeps, whatever you guys want to share, go to our new Facebook page, Bluebonnet Love, and that's where everyone can upload any pretty bluebonnet photo from any season. And you do not have to give location details there, okay? That's just about liking and loving and all that stuff, you know, because we're all in the afterglow stage now of bluebonnet love, because we're seeing enough stuff, enough bluebonnets now. Also, help us with our Don't Stomp Bluebonnets hashtag campaign. We're trying to raise awareness. We've already had reports of the League City field being stomped pretty good, and other fields in Texas being stomped. So what you do to help us to raise awareness for that is when you see any stomping going on in a field of bluebonnets, you know, where they're all mashed down, go ahead, take that ugly picture. We want to see all the ugliness, and we're going to air our dirty laundry under the hashtag of Don't Stomp Bluebonnets, and help us raise awareness for people to just quit doing that. We kind of were on the, we kind of witnessed a little photo shoot of kids in the bluebonnets, Miss Kathy over there. And we saw firsthand just the massacre that happened with the bluebonnets. And I'm beginning to understand what's going on. It's like, instead of being focused on the bluebonnets, everyone's focused on their kids and how cute they look. And they are not paying any attention to the massacre going on underfoot. So that was a big eye-opener and lesson for us. So we'll try to be gentle with y'all. But gosh dang, y'all, if you stomp those fields, they're not going to come back. Just take a look at Old Baylor Park and anything that's in the Brenham area. Also, if you post any photos on any of our 2 pages, please, no photographs where picked bluebonnets are in the photo, or you're posing with and excessively trampling the bluebonnets, such as laying on the bluebonnets. Please do not send those to us. Also, when you make your report, if you hopped a fence or you trespassed onto that private property, do not mention it in your update. Because who gets in trouble for it? Us! Y'all don't say that. We do not condone trespassing. We do not condone hopping. Condone means we don't approve of it, right? Okay, good. Making sure I'm using that word right. Guys, don't trespass, and don't tell us you're trespassing, all right? And don't tell the public you're doing it either. If you guys ever wonder why the property owners in Brenham mow their bluebonnets down, it's because y'all are trespassing and hopping those fences. We have read reports. You guys would not believe the craziness that goes on. We have read reports of people who hop a fence with cattle in the fields, bulls, and they put their children on the cattle. Y'all are out of your minds if you do that. Y'all are worried about snakes. I'm worried about yahoos in the fields doing really silly stuff. So don't do that. And don't tell us you're doing that, okay? Just post your pictures. Put the location details, specific location details. It is not good enough to tell us it's on such and such road or it's near such and such town, because that'll just start the questions. And who has to answer those questions? We do. We're tired of answering them. Okay, I think that's all the fussing I got to do today. So guys, hit the road. Texas Hill Country is going to be beautiful. Definitely through this weekend. As long as the weather holds out, we think it'll be good for the following weekend as well. And don't forget, we're having a meet and greet at the Muleshoe Bend Recreation Area, campsite number 14. If you come into the field from the eastern side, so when you come to the fork in the road and it says Trammell Road, east or west, take the right fork. And as you come around the bend and you smell the bluebonnets, our campsite will be just past on the left-hand side. So come on in and say hi. We'll put a time limit on it because we do want to go frolicking in the bluebonnets that day. And we would highly recommend, man, you guys got bike racks and stuff, bring a bike. That should be an awesome field to go mountain biking through. Just don't run over the bluebonnets. But there's dirt roads. You can drive on the dirt roads so you can commune with the bluebonnets. It is not a fenced field. And as we've said, I don't know if he said it earlier, it is the largest field we know of at this time in the state of Texas on public property. Okay, so it is definitely worth the $5 entry fee per person. So don't forget that. Except kids under 13 are free, and senior citizens are over 65 or something like that, or $2. You got anything else to say, Kathy?
Nope.
We've been going for 22 minutes so far, and I think we are getting pretty close to Marble Falls. So we're going to sign out. We can have trouble. We're out on the road. We're out on this Bluebonnet Frolic in the Texas Hill Country for the entire week until I fly out of San Antonio on Sunday, back to Washington, D.C. And yeah, I have to go back to my day job, so that's going to be a shocker. And I have to hit the ground running with that as well because I'm in charge of state testing at my school. So, man, I don't know how I'm doing this. We're tired. We're beat. But when we are in the hotels and these different locations, it is very difficult for us to get a good enough Wi-Fi signal to upload our videos to YouTube and stuff. So we will be Instagramming, and that is what I... Oh, was it?
Yes.
Really? Wow. Guys, there's Cara out here too. What I once thought was a mythical bird is real. So if y'all don't know what a Cara is, Google it, find out, because they're awesome looking. They're like, I would say they're Texas's version of a bald eagle, because they're really wicked. Well, not wicked looking, but really cool looking. Like wicked in a good way. Like you're from Boston. It's wicked. Oh my God, the flowers are really sweet along here. Kathy slowed down. She's no longer the speed demon. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Well, if there is, we'll make another video of us in the car. Sorry if it was bouncy. Sorry if the audio was bad, but we're doing the best we can. So, see you guys later. Get in the car. Head out to wherever you are in the state of Texas. See if you find any bluebonnets and let us know. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Say bye, Kathy.